I just have a simple question for us before we start this video off. I got a simple question, right? If we keep elevating our life and doing the things that we need to do to bring us to where we need to go, and we're working out, we're going to the gym, we're building that relationship with God, we're making sure that we're checking in on our friends, we're spreading love, we want to see everybody win, we're disciplined, we're not partying, we're doing the things that we need to do to bring us to that next level, like I said, then why are we trying to drag people with us who don't want to be with us? Sometimes we got to let them miss out on the opportunity of being around greatness. People are around greatness in your life and they don't even use you. They don't even call you. They don't even know who they are around. They take you for granted. It happens in my own personal life. There's a lot of people that got my number. They don't call my number. I'm just going to be real. I'm sure a lot of y'all would like to be friends with me, especially if it happened naturally. I'm 100% cool with that. But we family, we beyond friends. We family. But I'm telling you this right now. There's people who got your number. Same way they got my number. And we've been going to the gym. We've been disciplined. We want to see them win, but they don't call. They don't ask for advice. They don't encourage us. They don't want to be encouraged. You got to let people go. You got to let people just be. You got to let them miss out on that greatness, man. You can't force that greatness to be around them. You can't force them to take in what you have to offer. People have to want to be around you. People have to want to learn from you. I don't force people to watch my videos. I barely promote my videos, man. I let YouTube do what it do. It's going to push it out. People who are looking for the topic, they'll type it in. I don't care if we get 1 view. I don't care if we get 100,000. I don't care if we get 10 or 20,000. We've had all of it. It's okay. The right people were supposed to watch it. I'm not going to force it. You have to do the same thing in life. You can't force it. I'm not going to force these conversations, man. People are going to come around me if they want to come around me. People are going to be around me if they want to be around me. People are going to spread love if they want to spread love. If their mission was to spread love and joy and positivity and encouragement on my journey, then they would. If you want to do something, you do it. If you don't want to do something, you don't do it. And we can't make excuses for people. Sometimes people really just don't understand who they're around. They don't understand that you're a chosen one, chosen to be great, chosen to lift up those around you. That's who you are. You are a person that you want to see people win. You want to see people be the best versions of themselves. And people just don't recognize that. And sometimes you got to let them miss out on that when it comes to relationships. You did everything for that girl, right? I know we got women watching too. You did everything for your man. And sometimes people just don't appreciate that. People just don't appreciate what you have to offer, and you have to move forward. You have to move on, because the more that you hold on to that, the more that you hold on to people who are not spreading love and joy into your life, the more that you hold on to people who do not recognize who you are, you will start to not recognize yourself. The more that we hang around people who don't recognize who we are, they try to play dumb and down us like we not on the greatness, like we not doing the things that we need to do. You won't recognize who you are anymore. You'll look in the mirror and you'll think you're average. You'll think you're mediocre because people want to dim your light. We can't be around people who try to dim our light. You got to keep shining bright, because that's what you're meant to do. That's what you're put here to do. You're put here to shine bright. Shine bright like a diamond, for real. Shine bright like the sun, for real. For real. There's a lot of people they don't understand. And the truth is, birds of a feather really do flock together. The first time I heard that, I was in a program called 5,000 Role Models in Miami, Florida. Right? If you heard about it, let me know. That'd be so cool if you did, if you do know about it. And it's expanding to other places too. That program is for young men to be the best versions of themselves, right? Amazing program. Keep us out of prison and all of that. And in order to keep us out of prison, and in order to go to college and do the right things, because we grew up in these environments that were tough, we had to actually visit prison so we know what it's like, so we don't go there. I visited prison. One of the inmates said, birds of a feather flock together. I was with the wrong people at the wrong time doing the wrong things, and their influence came over me and made me do these things. Right now, he took accountability, but he was like, birds of a feather flock together. I was hanging around gangsters. I became a gangster. I was hanging around people that was shooting and robbing. So I started to do that. That's what he said. That was his words. Now, I know that's deep, but hear me out. Who are you hanging around? Are you hanging around people that understand who you are? Are you hanging around people that appreciate you? Are you hanging around people that love you? Are you hanging around people that's encouraging you? Are you hanging around people that want to see you win? Are you hanging around people that want to see you elevate? Are you hanging around people that want to see you grow? Because you'll become like that. You'll become more positive when you hang around positivity. And if you're not hanging around that, then you'll become more negative. You are a product of your environment, and you cannot tell me otherwise. It's a fact. It's a known fact. Birds of a feather flock together. They always have and they always will. And in order for us to win, in order for us to keep moving forward in life, in order for us to keep stepping into that greatness, we have to be around people who can appreciate who we are. We have to be around people who are also trying to elevate their life. And as you keep elevating, sometimes you have to say, hey, man, I ain't with that no more. And that's what he wished he could have done. That story time right back when I was visiting the prison, when I was in high school. And he said, birds of a feather flock together. He said that he wished that he could tell them, I'm not with this no more. But it's the art of peer pressure. If you want to know what the art of peer pressure is, I suggest you listen to that song by Kendrick Lamar called The Art of Peer Pressure. The art of peer pressure, man, where you feel like you are peer pressure to hang around your peers, to do things that you're just not comfortable doing, to be somebody that you're not comfortable being, a good kid in a mad city. And I think a lot of y'all are in a mad city right now. What does that mean? You have friends and peers that are not really uplifting you. You have people in your life that really don't want to see you do well. And it is more negative. It is more harmful than you think it is. You have to be around a positive energy. You have to be around people that want to see you win. You have to be around people that want to see you blossom and grow into the man that you're supposed to be. You have to be around people who can see your greatness, who can see your potential. Birds of a feather flock together. And he wished back to that story time, the guy in prison, he wished that he was able to let his friends know, hey, man, I feel peer pressure. I don't really want to do this. This is not me. This is not my character. And to leave that story on a high note, I remember him saying that he would get out in 5 years or 6 due to good behavior. And I truly do hope he is out because he seems like a very intellectual man. And I believe he deserves a second chance at life. And I never forgot that story. And I never forgot that message. And I never forgot that I really have to care about the people that are in my life. I have to be very selective about who's around me. And sometimes we're holding on to people who don't need to be around us, who could keep dragging us down, who could bring us into the depths of hell. And you think that I'm playing, you think I'm exaggerating, but I'm not. People who don't see your greatness and also people who are not trying to achieve greatness can stop you from being great. People who do not see your greatness and people who are not trying their best to achieve their own version of greatness can stop you from achieving your definition of greatness. Hands down. People who don't uplift you and people who don't uplift themselves can hurt you from uplifting in your life because birds of a feather flock together. And sometimes you have to let people miss out on you. You have to let them do what they're doing. You got to let them live that life. You got to let them be that type of person. You got to let them believe what they believe. You got to let them have it. You want to bigger and better things, different things, experiencing life in a different way, man. We come from environments that didn't have much. And look where we at now, inspiring the world, helping people. Put it in work, man, so you can have better and you can be better. This is what happens when you want to elevate your life. You have to elevate your mindset. You have to elevate your mindset. You got to change your mindset. You have to change how you think. You have to change how you operate. Why do you want to be around people that don't want to be around you? Why do you want to be around people that are not trying to be the best versions of themselves? Why do you want to be around people that don't appreciate your greatness? Why do you want to be around people that don't use your number? Because you use their number, because you call them, you text them, you check up on them, you love them, you want to see them win. It has to be the energy of reciprocation. The energy of reciprocation, the law of reciprocity, where I put something in, I get something back. Naturally, we're not forcing it. It's not like you lend your friend $5 and it's like, hey, you got to pay me back with interest. That's weird. Don't do that. Right? But your friend should naturally say, hey, I got you back. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but at some point in the future, I love you, bro. I got you back, man. Don't worry about it. That's friendship. And when people can't bring no value into your life, why are we trying to hold on to them? And when people cannot appreciate the value that you're trying to bring into their life, why are you trying to force yourself to save people? You are playing God right now by trying to hold on to people that you don't need to hold on to. The only person, and he not a person, he is a spiritual all the way. I mean, we spiritual beings too, but if you believe, so high in consciousness that it's unreal, that he created everything. But the only person, quote unquote, the only being that has to hold on to everybody is God himself. And in our life, we have the privilege where we don't have to listen to everybody's prayers. We have the privilege to make sure that we're living a life that is peaceful. We don't have to save everybody. That's not our job. Stop trying to play God. Be who you are. Whatever your name is, be who you are. Have standards and boundaries for yourself. Have self-respect. Sometimes people got to miss out on you. It's not your responsibility to always have your hand out to people, because, people could bite that hand and people could stop you from progressing in life. The only hand that always needs to be out to save somebody is God's. His hand is always ready. You are not God. You are not the creator, the person that created all things. That's not you. There's only so much we can handle as children of God. We possess a lot of his image. We possess a lot of the powers that he has. He has given that to us to create a beautiful life for ourselves, to work hard and achieve great things. That's amazing. That's beautiful. But we have nowhere near the capabilities of saving people the way he can. We can only do what we can do. And I think some of us are trying to play God. Stop trying to play God. That's another song by Travis Scott. I used to really like that song. And it really allowed me to let things fall, let things be. Let me stop trying to play God. Let me stop trying to have my hand in everything. Let me stop trying to tell people what to do. Let me stop trying to tell people, who to be. It's up for people to do that. You can listen to this advice right now, but I'm not forcing you. It's up to you to do that. I just want to see you win. I want to see you grow. I want to see you be around the right groups of people. I know it all too well that people really try to leech on and they don't try to add any value into the space that they're in. They utilize the space for everything that it has until it collapses on itself. They're like parasites. Y'all ever watch that movie Parasite? If you haven't, please check it out. They're like parasites where they come into your environment and they take and take and take and take and kill and hurt until you shrink and you become nothing. And you think that birds of a feather don't flock together. That's what some of y'all think. You think that you can have friends that are in the club, partying, always living that type of lifestyle, and that's your best friend, but you're on your purpose and you're on your grind. You're delusional. And it takes maturity for you to grow out of that mindset. I know we like to hold on to things, but the only person that needs to hold on to every single thing is the man above. And even he said in scripture, when you start to go against him, depart from me, I never knew you. And sometimes we have to tell people in our lives, depart from me, I never knew you. I don't know who this person is anymore. I don't know who you are anymore. You used to be uplifting. You used to have full of love. You used to want to see me win. I don't know what's going on with you no more. I don't know who you are anymore. And sometimes, man, we're just in a different space. We in a different level of life. We in a different area. And we got to do different things. We got to meet new people. We got to open up our horizons and understand that sometimes the old way of doing things, trying to hold on to people, that's just not going to work anymore. Stop trying to hold on to people who don't want to be held on to. Sometimes you got to let them miss out on you. Sometimes you got to let them miss out on you, man, for real. For real. And that's perfectly fine. Because where we're going, we're heading towards a better life. And if you don't want a better life, then that's on you, man. It's on you. Everybody got to self-heal. They got to do the inner work. They got to do the inner work. They got to take care of who they are on the inside. We could give you all the answers, but at the end of the day, you got to know what to do with the answers. I could tell you in order to lose weight, you got to go outside. You got to walk 10,000 steps. You know the answer, but you got to do it. It's one thing to know the answer, and it's one thing to fulfill the prophecy of what the answer is trying to help you do. And sometimes there's people in your life, they already fulfilled their prophecy. They already fulfilled what they said they needed to do in your life. And now you're just trying to hold on to them like they luggage. You got to let it go because it's going to stop you from growing. You know, when we elevate in life, we're like a rocket. The more that we try to hold on to things that no longer serve us, people that no longer serve us, and you're not letting them miss out on you, you trying to carry everybody with you that don't want to be there, you really not going to go that high in the sky. You will explode in the middle of the sky. You're not going to make it. You're not gonna make it. Your rocket not gonna make it. My rocket gonna make it because if people don't want to put in the work, you gotta go. I'm only hanging around purpose-driven people. I'm only hanging around y'all, people who are locked in, people who are focused, people who want to win. So we flying all the way up because everybody's doing the inner work. Everybody's self-healing. Everybody has their own gas that they're going up with. Everybody has their own. Does that make sense? Everybody got their own flame inside of their heart, inside of their spirit that's pushing them up towards greatness because everybody want to achieve greatness in my life. And you're not gonna be in my life if you don't want to be great because I can't carry you towards greatness. It's something that you got to have within you. It's something that you got to work towards. It's something that you got to know that you want for yourself, but you trying to carry everybody with you in your life. And what I mean by that is you're forcing people to be in your life, people who don't care about you. And that's going to stop you from elevating. That's going to stop you from growing. That's going to stop you from being the best version of yourself. Hands down. Hands down, it's going to stop you. Please understand that sometimes we sabotage our own life. Sometimes we do things that hurts our own life. It's up to us to grow up and say, you know what, I can't be around that group of people no more, man. That's on us. At a certain age and at a certain point, we not blaming nobody else for why they not doing the things they need to do. The question is not going to be, why are you even hanging around that? So do I feel, sorry for you? And do I wish you the best and all that? Yes. After we talk, though, the question is not going to be, what did they do to you? And how did they make you feel? And were they there for you? No, we know that they were no good. The question is going to be, why are you trying to hold on to that? Why are you still friends with people like that? Why are you still cool with people like that? You got to wish them well, send them love from afar, and keep moving along your journey. Let them miss out on you. Because you're not going to make it to the destination that you really want to go to. You're going to stay mediocre. You're going to stay average because that's what they want. And that's what they want you to be. That's why when you talk about losing weight, that's why when you talk about elevating your life, they got a lot to say or nothing to say. They either going to support you or not support you. They either going to tell you to keep going, I believe in you, or say nothing at all. And you have to understand when something is disrespectful. You have to understand when something is of no value. You can't be holding on to everything like you used to hold on to everything. You can't appreciate everything like you used to appreciate everything. Sometimes you can't take that joke lightly. You got to understand there's truth in jokes. People trying to play with you. You got to understand sometimes people compliment you, but deep down they're really haters. You got to have that eye to see. That's why I build a relationship with God, man, so I could have the eyes of discernment. Hey, God, help me figure out if this is a real one, a purpose-driven one, a dedicated one, a disciplined one that want to see me win. Let me know. Let me know, Lord. Let your boy know. So, let them miss out on you is not just something that we're just talking about. There's other YouTubers talking about this topic too. Some of the YouTubers, I know, and I rock with their content, man. I seen people talking about let them miss out on you. This is not just a topic that we're just saying. This is real life. This is things that we've learned and things that we've gone through, man. Shout out to everybody that has talked about this topic. This is serious. We are going through this because we're going in a time where we have to let go of people who are no longer really on the same path. And that hurts and that's not easy, but I'm going to have to hold y'all accountable now. How many times are we going to keep making excuses for people? How many times are we going to let the disrespect slide? I got to hold y'all accountable, man. We have to hold each other accountable. We got to hold ourselves accountable. We got to raise the standards. We got to raise the bar. If you really love yourself, then you got to be around people who love themselves as well, man. I know y'all got amazing hearts. You want to help everybody, but the best way to help people is to lead by example. It's the best way. Change your life, and then you could change the lives of many others. The problem is we're focused on changing everybody else's life that we're forgetting to put the work in for ourselves. I always put the work in first. I always practice what I preach, and then I get on camera and talk about a particular topic. Everything that I said, I have my own experiences. I learned lessons. Like I said, the guy who was at the prison and taught all of us that was there that birds of a feather flock together. Be careful who you hang around. Don't fall for peer pressure. I have my own stories, man. I learned it. I lived it. And I'm telling you that my life began to elevate once I began to elevate. Elevate my mindset. Elevate the people around me who wanted to be elevated and who want to elevate themselves. Like-minded, purpose-driven people. Don't take that for granted. If you got a good friend, hold on to them tight. Okay? But this video is, you know what this video is for, and you know who this video is about for whoever it is in your personal life. Let them miss out on you. It's okay. They had a chance. Their chance is gone. Stop trying to save them. You got to help yourself. You can't help the world until you help yourself. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here on this earth, man. You know, living life. We all share this thing called life. And I hope it's treating you well. And if it's not, learn from it, grow from it. And, keep elevating. It does get better. I have a book coming out. The link for you to check it out, and get updates on it will be in the description and the link below. So check that out. Follow your boy on social media. I post on there, daily motivation. And, check out all the things that I got, man, to help y'all grow and evolve and, be the best versions of yourself. We got one-on-one consultations. Check that out. A lot of people have been booking lately. I've been having some amazing conversations. I love talking to y'all. So check out all of those things. I'm just trying to give y'all the best that I can give. I'm trying to just give y'all the best, man. And with the book, there's a course too. It's a course coming. A lot of cool things going on. I'm working on a lot for us to evolve and elevate. And what else? Well, I guess that's it, y'all. Have a blessed day, man.